now. Oh, there it is.
They're going to go straight into the Dota game because they don't want to expose Shiva anymore than she already has been. So the power of just like being able, once you get to that Abyssal Blade point in time, the Void is just never safe from being like 100-0'd by you. So we're going to have some early fighting around these bounty runes as Era's going to be slowed down and in some serious trouble, especially as that Stroke of Fate just whiffed right on by. Didn't really slow anybody down. Era, fortunately, is fast enough with the boots that he'll survive.
Oh, by Misha. They want to keep him active.
I didn't actually see how the bounty runes got split up. I'm just going to assume it's 2 for 2.
Double bracer, and he built the tank on Enchantress, so he played with the creeps in lane, and then oh,
might be able to get the kill here. The disarm keeping Celery from getting those last couple of hits. Shad will claim the first blood instead. But again, he's caught by an avalanche, and this is going to be chainstun. Toss, Inkswell. I can't understand what is going on here in his head. He saw the Tiny. They were fighting around that rune area. And Era's been on point with his execution, both the avalanche as well as the toss positioning. And as a result of Storm Spirit dying twice like that, didn't have a TP. Okay, let's pressure this mid tower. It's pretty easy to go for. Aramis tries to go for the deny, but really just positions himself where maybe he's going to be caught as Era finally takes his opportunity to be able to jump forward. Charlie, who still has that Chronosphere, is finally going to let it go to get the kill on both supports for Supreme. I see. What things were those? Shad? I don't think they can really burst him, but Supreme's coming in. And if Supreme is here, he can output the damage that will manage to get the kill on the Alchemist. But they've already thrown everything they have to be able to kill that Alchemist. So now Viking GG are kind of free to just run down whatever heroes they can catch. First is going to be Lina. Now it's going to be Era as well. As they pop the Supernova to make sure there was no turnaround opportunity. Misha.
Oh, so close.
Slightly overpowered, then it's going to be abused pretty quickly. Aramis, a short charge just to be able to get away from Charlie for a moment here, but he cancels it. And now he's going to be run down, no support incoming. If he could somehow keep himself alive for 4 seconds, he could charge out again, but time dilation actually.
People that are dying and being like, oh, what a play, but oh, Supreme.
Dual Scepter, that is a surprise to Boom. It's a fresh pickup that will catch him off guard and get him killed. Pops his aura a bit early here just for the extra speed boost to get there a bit faster before Saberlight can get back to his tier 2. Sunray's gonna burn him out. Toby gets the kill. Long jump from Boom. That'll catch a second kill here for Viking GG, and things getting a little weird now. I felt like Ninjas Pyjamas were getting some decent kills, but now they're kind of just running in and getting picked off one by one. If he does, then you just won't have the damage.
Right.
Meteor Hammer from the trees. Now he does manage to get out the Rolling Thunder. He pops the Supernova in return. He gets out of the Rolling Thunder and manages to bring down the egg just in time. So the egg goes down, but so too does Saberlight. Sounds up onto the Spirit Breaker, trying to make his way through the trees right now, but slowed down by the Stroke of Fate and the time dilation. And will eventually die here, assuming that he can juke it out. Maybe he can charge away. The charge is up. He's out. Do they have any ranged attacks? Oh, he canceled it to be able to sneak on by. He knew he was getting hit by some sort of nuke. Dipped back into the trees and TP's out. That was really well done. Oh, and a regen rune picked up right as they smoke and go for a gank here, and they're going to be able to catch Lina right away. The Soulbind onto 2, though, with the Rolling Thunder on through. If he stops this damage, then Supreme can turn around, get off the LSA, and completely turn this fight around. And look at that, Saberlight bumps Celery back up the cliff. How you doing, buddy? Come meet my friends. 9-12 now. Ninjas Pyjamas do actually win a nice fight, make their way through the jungle and around. Now they've got the vision, though, to be able to charge and start this fight. Potentially nice Supernova on the high ground. That is it for Ninjas Pyjamas. They say, nope, we're not taking part of this fight. And that actually makes it really good for them. One big team fight ability down, but can they actually win the follow-up? Now they get the Chemical Rage. Era goes in and throws back Toby. Toby's going to be silenced here. Saberlight in hot pursuit with the Rolling Thunder. Sure, they're going to be able to kill the Phoenix, but it's the Alchemist right in the middle of all of these heroes. Supreme needs the help. Soulbind onto 2. That's going to be able to slow down these heroes and help get Supreme back to this tier 2 area. They're playing an in and out game right now because they know the Chemical Rage is going to be wearing out soon. Here comes this Faceless Void, who still has his Chronosphere to be rocking here. Time Walk coming up. He's going to be able to catch up to this Alchemist. He can try and go for this one. one. Now the BKB's gone. He throws out the Chronosphere, but boom, he goes in the back line trying to disrupt all this damage, goes for Lina, takes him out, and takes away some of the follow-up, but Charlie by himself was good enough to be able to bring down this Alchemist, and now they don't have the control anymore to be able to stop Charlie. Boom, now out of mana as well, tosses Charlie over to finish off that kill. Double for Charlie. Once again, Ninjas in Pyjamas, very patient in a lot of their teamfight execution.
Fight us, but they take that opportunity because they think, okay, well, are we going to let him get more farm?
Toby gets a little bit too close here. The Old Scepter actually saving him from the toss, and Aramis also trying to bail out this Phoenix, using that rapid movement speed to be able to get away. Just first hit bashes Charlie underneath the tier 1 tower, forces out the time walk, and Charlie's in a bit of trouble here. He doesn't have a time walk for one more second, tries to get close, but the impetus damage was still enough to get the kill. Just like that, a Roshan fight that looked a little bit free for Ninjas in Pyjamas turns right back around. And maybe it's Viking GG who have the free opportunity here with a Roshan that's already down to 3/4 HP. A buyback immediately with Charlie, but he doesn't have the Chronosphere. So is Viking GG going to be that threatened by a Void with no Chrono? Seems like not. Shad is going to be going for it for now. They're throwing in a lot of damage into the pit right now, but the Chemical Rage is keeping Shad plenty healthy. A little bit farther up, we have Era. He's going to be able to blink in, tries to go for it, but Shad already activates BKB, who's going to pick up the Aegis. It's Shad. He stashes it away and punishes Ninjas in Pyjamas for daring to be able to stop this inevitable Roshan for Viking GG. Gets 2 kills and looking for a third as Supreme pops his BKB to be able to run away. The supports don't have that same kind of luxury. They have that zip that keeps up with Supreme. Now the BKB's worn out. Boom. He's got one more zip in him, but the blink away from Era will keep him alive. Which is playing on the enemy side of the map, doing something sneaky and TPing back.
Era's trying to make his way out of the base up top. You can see him doing his his woodsmaning up there, cutting through the trees and hoping to Gaben that there's no lane ward catching him. Yeah, that's a
nice little stack. If they could come through, kill Celery, and kill some of these neutral creeps, get some items for themselves. It'd be a nice little bonus. Killing streak added on to that as well.
I don't think they're... Okay, actually, they're going to go for more. Yeah. They want to blow this game wide open. I mean, I think they're going to need to get about 7 more kills to do so, but, you know, that's a start. Fire's the thing for you, then it's 2020. Oh, speaking of fire.
That fire is burning Era. And it's going to be enough. Get him killed.
I love it when people just go AFK after...
TPing to the other side of the map because 30 minutes is coming up and they're saying they want to take this outpost. They want the experience really badly. This is where we can catch them and maybe finally get enough kills to go for the high ground. Charge on into Saberlight. Can't get away from him. If he gets a nice bash in here to stop the swashbuckle, but he doesn't get the hit in time, and that very likely means Saberlight's going to be okay. One hit. The bash wasn't there.
Happy boy.
Toby catching up. Yule Scepter into the Meteor Hammer. Misha. Again, the sacrificial lamb that gets the rest of the Ninja Pyjamas cores. The ending of that word just will not play well in a broadcast.
Ing?
Let's say they're lumberjacking to the off lane. You know, lumberjacking off. It doesn't really play that way, you know. Celery. Once again, being the face that gets initiated on, but the rest of his team is actually here around. Saberlight couldn't quite get the kill onto Celery as a result. Oh, they do manage to get a Soulbind Chronosphere onto the 2 supports. They can actually kill Toby. Maybe this would be somewhat okay, but Shad is just going ham right now, the damage. They don't even kill Toby, so he gets off the Supernova with the Sunray. On top of that, Charlie activates BKB and time walks, but where are you going to go? You can't run, and you certainly won't be able to hide. Not from Boom, who can keep up with you every step of the way.
I like that Viking are spamming the box too. That means that they completed the highest level of Aghanim's Labyrinth. It's the pronunciation according to Slacks.
All right, I have good Aghanim Scepters be given away. And so we'll take our time claiming this victory. We want you to be mentally exhausted going into Game 3.
It really does seem like a good Void counter. I hate to call it a counter, but just from the 2 games that we've watched, I mean, I know it's not a large sample size, but with the way that the new heart works, giving you regen while the team fight is actually going, it's so good against the Chronosphere. And after, it kind of feels like there's no items Void can farm to deal with it.
Saberlight bumping into both the Phoenix as well as the Spirit Breaker as they try to jump into this base and get the control to Charlie and make sure that damage dealer is gone. With the carry out, Ninja the Pyjamas are surely just going to fall apart inside of their own base here. GG is quickly called by Misha after seeing that. No buyback for the Faceless Forward.
I kind of feel like the game has been over ever since that dieback on Charlie.
Yeah. That was a rough one. They kind of all in on a Roshan fight that didn't go so well.
They did. And then, you know, when you're at a 10k gold deficit against Alchemist at 15 minutes into the game or 20 or whatever it is, you've got some issues. So
seeing that, I mean, it was the Alchemist, Viking G